Hello, this is Joe Pryor of the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma City. I want to talk about what I perceive to be what's going to be going on in 2018. Now, one of the things, and this is my young pup here, he's not so young anymore, my toy poodle. He hadn't been in the videos for a long time, and so he's here just kind of giving me some Thanksgiving comfort here at the end of November. But he's very positive, as I am, on 2018. We hope, of course, that interest rates stay reasonable. That's always important in terms of getting people out there to buy. But at the same time, one continuing trend that I see is that home ownership is not really going up too dramatically. In other words, we've dropped down from about anywhere from 67 to 69% to about 62% in terms of owner occupancy that's out there. But I actually think that 2018 will continue a trend where we're going to see a lower amount, actually, a decrease in owner occupancy. Now, a lot of that has to do with a couple of things. First of all, a lot of seniors right now are going to, kind of stay put in terms of where they are. The houses are paid for, and so they're going to stick around. Millennials, obviously, we know what the problems are with student loans, with the job market where, the income levels are not rising the way that they want, and so they're going to be increasingly the rental generation. Now, on the other end of the scale, one of the things that we've really seen about the change in the economics of the millennials is the fact that they're very much not into ownership that much. From the point of view of actually buying and owning a car versus leasing a car, of traveling and going with an Airbnb, for instance, instead of a hotel, or if they go out over the weekends, they'll get an Uber or a Lyft. And so they're not as oriented towards buying a home. It's not the American dream for a lot of people in the way that it used to be. And so what I think that you'll see is just a very gradual change in investment real estate. Now, the other thing that's going to be a trend in 2018 in Oklahoma City is the lack of affordable housing, especially in new construction. Unfortunately, what we've seen with the cities at this point is all of a sudden a bias against any kind of density or against any kind of affordable housing. Even in markets that have a lower per average or median price of a home sale, like Midwest City, for instance, where Tinker Air Force Base is, they've recently dictated that a minimum lot is about 10,600 square feet, as versus about 6,000 square feet, something like a 50 by 120 lot, which is pretty standard for affordable housing. Well, the problem with that is that it raises the price about $8,000 for that house. In fact, you're not going to build that house anymore. You're not going to build a $160,000 house. You're going to build a $250,000 house because of the cost of the land and the development. And so you just don't do that anymore. So we're seeing a real problem with that at this point. And so, we're very fortunate that we have land that's already been approved for investment real estate, that we're able to build decent-sized lots. We're going to go into a video and talk to you about, new homes that we can purchase for, or you can purchase for a little over $145,000, nice deluxe homes with granite. But that's going to be less usual for you to see in 2018. So we think that the rental market is going to be very, very strong in 2018. We're going to be bringing a lot of new things. I'm going to talk about, modular homes, for instance, where we can get into something new for $110,000. That's a permanent type home. We're going to be talking about more duplexes and quadruplexes that we're building in the coming years. And so one of the things is that we really do have a lot to offer in investment real estate in 2018. Again, in terms of owner occupancy, we see a certain degree of stability, houses still selling, but at the same time, a slight decrease in ownership numbers that we saw in 2017. We don't know about certain things that are going to happen with taxes, in terms of what they call tax reform in Washington, D.C. If they do some of the things, it's going to damage housing. It's going to put a disincentive in terms of owner occupancy on a lot of people. In that case, you can expect the rental market and the investor to be very, very dominant in 2018 if that goes through. This is Joe Pryor of the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values at the speed of technology.